Hello everyone, this is Shravanti here. So today we're going to talk about Arbitration and Conciliation Ordinance Amendment 2020. So before we jump on to the amendments that were made in the Ordinance Act, let's see what is the basic meaning of arbitration and conciliation. So the meaning of arbitration is a process where the dispute between the parties are resolved with the help of an independent third party called arbitrator. So this arbitrator is an independent third party who is not biased towards any parties involved in the dispute. Moving on to the next one, conciliation. So it is also a process of resolving the dispute between the parties, but with the help of a conciliator. So these two are two different things. They do not mean the same. So let me tell you what is the difference between arbitration and conciliation. So talking about the difference between arbitration and conciliation, the arbitration is primarily a method used to resolve disputes where both parties present in the case, where there is a neutral third party who is an arbitrator and his decision will be enforced. In conciliation, if you see, it involves the independent third party assisting the parties involved in the dispute, but to arrive at a mutually agreeable outcome. Also, in arbitration, the decision made by the arbitrator is completely enforceable, while it is not the same case in conciliation. In conciliation, they do not have the right to enforce their decisions. Coming back to arbitration, it's a formal process and can follow similar court procedures and proceedings where witness can be called and evidence can be presented in the argument of the parties for the respective cases. But conciliation is an informal process and it normally involves a round table discussion. So this differs, arbitration has a proper procedures to court proceedings. It flows with that formal way of proceeding with the dispute. But in conciliation, it is an informal process wherein there could be a round table discussion. And arbitration is not, in arbitration, the arbitrators are not permitted to discuss the issues directly with the parties, or they cannot even give an opinion, or they cannot generate options for terms of settlement or negotiation. They don't take the suggestions basically from the parties involving in the dispute, wherein in a conciliation the conciliator allows the parties to involve in the discussion of the dispute, and they also develop options and consider alternatives to help the parties finally come to a mutually agreeable outcome. And as I told you, arbitration is like a courtroom proceeding wherein witness evidence, cross-examination, transcripts, and legal counsel are used. In contradictory to that, conciliation is an informal way of resolving disputes between the parties involving in the dispute. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So, when I said there's an amendment, for the Arbitration and Conciliation Ordinance, which took place on 4th of November 2020, President of India promulgated the Act which amends Section 36 and 43J of the Arbitration and Conciliation Act of 1996. It is basically, if I have to give you the introduction as to why this amendment took place and what is the overall idea of this amendment. So it is just to ensure that stakeholders get the opportunity to seek an unconditional stay of enforcement of arbitral awards. Right? So let's see what are the changes or the amendments that have taken place. Okay. Through the ordinance, changes have been made to the following parts of Arbitration and Conciliation Act. Coming to the first amendment, that is the amendment of Section 36. So what has happened here is it provides an opportunity for the parties to seek unconditional stay of enforcement of arbitral awards, which I said earlier. And this is actually induced by induced, and the amendment is made wherein if the court is satisfied with the prima facie case being made out, shall stay the award unconditionally pending disposal of the challenge under section 34. Coming to the next one, the next change is substitution of new section for section 43J. So to state that the qualification, experience and norms for accreditation of arbitrators shall be such as may be specified by the regulations. So when this is brought into the picture, so the 8th schedule has been omitted. What does the 8th schedule say in the act? It actually deals with the qualification and experience of an arbitrator, which has been completely omitted. So they mean to say that they are going to put forth their the qualification, experience and norms for the arbitrator by the regulations. And henceforth, this 8th schedule of the act has been omitted completely. So we arrive at a conclusion that, the deletion of the 8th schedule is a welcome move by the government, while the ordinance amends the Arbitration Act to state that the qualification of arbitrators will be prescribed by the regulations. Such regulations have not yet been notified. Right? So to summarize in total, so this is very small topic, but a very important topic where we have to understand what is arbitration, what is conciliation, what are the different roles of the arbitrators and conciliators. It is not as same as what it means. Like arbitration and conciliation are not same. They have differences and they are a process in their own way, and they do not execute in the same way. Right? If I have to give a gist of what we spoke today, it's nothing but, this amendment is, again I'm repeating, this amendment is actually to ensure that all stakeholder parties get an opportunity to seek an unconditional stay on the enforcement of arbitral awards where the arbitration agreement or contract is induced by fraud or corruption. Right? So again, while I'm concluding it, I again told that the 8th schedule is a welcome move by the government. So which was actually omitted in the amendment. So now the qualification based on which the arbitrators will be accredited will be prescribed by the regulations. It is still not laid down, but with it will be very soon be framed by a proposed arbitration council. Right? So this is all about the amendment, arbitration and arbitration and conciliation act. Thank you for joining, and thank you for your time again.